Brief body scan. The intention of this brief body scan is to invite you to bring awareness to your body as best as you can, and just giving you space to come down from the awareness of the mind and bring the awareness directly down into the body. There's no right or wrong, just being with yourself at this time. So begin by settling into a comfortable posture, whether you choose to lie down or you would prefer to sit down, ensuring you're comfortable, that you're warm. If lying down, that you're lying in a position that's comfortable for you. If you're sitting down, that your spine is straight but not tense or tight, head resting lightly on the neck and shoulders, and that you're in a quiet, warm space that's private. Perhaps your phone is on silent, and that you know you won't be interrupted for this short time. So begin by bringing awareness to the parts of the body that are in contact with the floor or the chair, sensing the points of contact and noticing where your mind is at this time. And just as best you can, bringing that mind awareness down to body awareness, and also noticing the breath, noticing the movement of the breath, perhaps at the chest or the abdomen, the in-breath and the out-breath. So just noticing what's there. We're not trying to change the breath or alter it in any way, but we're just noticing that we're breathing. Breath, breathing. And as best as we can, the attitude we have to this practice is to bring a kind, non-judgmental awareness to our body, and that sense of being with ourselves just as we are right now. So inviting the breath and the awareness to move down through the body, bring the attention to the right foot and the left foot, sensing into the toes of both feet, perhaps the spaces between the toes, noticing the ball of the foot, the arch and the heel of the foot. Then bringing awareness to the front of both feet, the instep, the ankle joints, and just noticing sensations in both feet as a whole now. No particular sensations, just the ones that you are noticing, no right or wrong, any tingling, heat, cold, maybe no particular sensations here. Just whatever comes to your attention at this time. Then moving up through to the left lower leg, the right lower leg, the calf muscle touching the ground, sensing how that feels, any different sensations in either legs, moving to the shin bones, sensing what's here, left shin bone, right shin bone, the sides of both lower legs, noticing what's here. As we move up to the left knee joint and the right knee joint, noticing any particular sensations here at the front, the sides, the back of the knee joints, or any different sensation, either knee of one leg more than another. And again, remembering no right or wrong. And then shining that spotlight of awareness as we move up through to the upper right leg, the upper left leg, sensing into the weight of that thigh muscle, the back of the thigh muscle on the ground, how that feels like. Noticing the front of that upper right and left leg, particular sensations that might be here, and the sides. Perhaps just as we sit or lie here, just inviting the breath to flow through both legs, both feet, out through the toes and back up again. And then just allowing the legs and feet to maybe fade from awareness a little, and shining that spotlight of awareness to the pelvis, the left hip, the right hip. Just sensing any particular sensations here, noticing the sit bones, and just attending to awareness of the spine as it makes itself here, known to us, moving through the back, the lower back, moving up to the middle back, the upper back, up to the neck itself. So just sensing the pressure of the lower back as we move from the pelvis to the lower back, resting on the ground or against the chair, noticing any particular sensations here, any tightness or holding or stiffness or maybe comfort or perhaps neutral, just noticing what's here. And at this point, maybe just noticing where the mind is. Is it staying with body awareness, or is it fallen into thinking, planning, which is usually what minds are conditioned to do, so that's not a problem. But we can choose, if we will, to bring our awareness back to the point of focus of the body. So just bringing the attention now around to the belly area, noticing the breath here and any other particular sensations. And just moving up to the chest, noticing the expansion of the lungs and the ribs on the in-breath and the falling back on the out-breath. Perhaps sensing the beating heart here and any other sensations that we notice here at the chest. Moving to the middle of the back, awareness of the ribs protecting the lungs, the spine moving through the back, the muscles between the discs of the spine here, and sensing into any particular sensations here as we move to the upper back, the shoulder blades and to the shoulders themselves, the left shoulder joint, the right shoulder joint, front, the back, the sides, and just sensing into any particular sensations here. Then moving the awareness down through the left and right arms to the hands and the fingers, noticing the fingers, any particular sensations here, tingling or heat or cold, or nothing, numbness maybe. As we move to the palms of the hands, noticing any tightness or stiffness or holding of the hands or the fingers, perhaps choosing to soften into the hands and the fingers, unclenching if there's any tightness or holding. Moving to the knuckles, the backs of the hands, and down to the wrists. And just really noticing any particular sensations here, maybe sensing a pulse or not. And just moving from the wrist to the elbows, sensing the lower arms back and front, left and right. Bringing awareness to the elbow joint, sensing into the back and the front and the sides, noticing its weight on the ground or against the lap or chair. And then moving through to the upper arms, back and the front, the fleshiness of the front of the upper arm muscles and the back, and up to the shoulders. And then just bringing that awareness, following it through to the back of the neck, sensing into any tightness or holding here, and just softening into this area as best as we can, moving our head slightly if we need to, if there's any tension or pressure, and then bringing the awareness to the throat area, noticing the breath moving subtly here as we move through the face itself, sensing into the jaw, maybe just parting the teeth a little to soften the jaw if there's any tightness or holding. And notice any dryness or moisture at the mouth area. No right or wrong, just sensing what's here. As we move up through to the cheeks and noticing the sinuses here, the breath moving in and out of the nostrils or the mouth. Noticing if there's an easy flow of the breath, both sides of the nostrils, or any blockage on either side. We're just noticing. Moving to the eyes and the muscles around the eyes. And just maybe softening this part of the face from the inside out. We're softening into the body, bringing awareness into the body directly. So we're not thinking about the body, but we're sensing into what's here directly in the body. Body awareness. Moving to the forehead and just sensing what's here. And so we come to the top of the head, the crown, noticing any particular sensations here, the back of the head, and then down to the neck again, noticing here the left ear and the right ear at the side. And just inviting a breath through the crown of the head, the top of the head, right down through the body and out through the toes and back up through the body in a sweeping motion so that every cell is receptive to the breath and we're one breathing body. So taking a few more conscious breaths here, right through the crown, down through the body and back up again, and just really noticing how our body is now as we have brought awareness to all the different parts and just sensing into the body as a whole, one body breathing, bringing that kind, compassionate awareness to our entire body. So to begin to bring this short practice, this short body scan to a close, just begin to gently stretch your toes, maybe stretching the fingers. If you're lying, maybe just not sitting up suddenly, just maybe lying on your side. And if you're sitting, just maybe preparing to stand. If you're lying, gently beginning to stretch the body and to stand when you're ready. And then you can begin to prepare to return to your daily activities.